welcome back. This is myHogwarts.com's Craft Guild's Learn to Crochet series, and this is lesson 3. We're going to learn the single crochet. So if you remember last week we learned how to do the chain stitch, and I told you to chain 18 plus 1 stitches, 19 stitches across. You'll see in patterns they usually will start with a chain stitch, almost always start with a chain stitch, and they will usually tell you +1 or +2, the number that like your row is going to be. And that's because you actually need to, you're working across and then you need to go up before you work the other way across so that there's a nice edge. And so with the single crochet, that's just 1 stitch up. All right. So this is the basic stitch that you learn in crochet. Besides the chain stitch, this is as basic as it gets. So it's not difficult. Like I said, we're just pulling loops through loops. So this time, you actually want to insert your hook into the second chain from the hook. So this is the first one, this is the second one. I always insert, when I can, under 2 strands. I know that there's different schools of thought on this. Some people insert under 1 strand, some people insert under the 2 of the very top. I insert in the middle like this. This is how I was taught. Oh, close. You can see there. We're in underneath these 2 if you have the stitch sideways, or under the top 2. Now you yarn over and pull a loop right back through the stitch the way you came. So we have a loop coming through the stitch like that. And then to finish the stitch, you yarn over like usual, and then pull through both of the stitches that were on your hook. And that there's a single crochet. So let's do that again. Insert into the next stitch under the 2 strands. They're kind of separating here. That happens. Insert into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through your 2 loops. Just like that. Next stitch. The single crochet is going to be abbreviated SC for single crochet when you see it in a pattern. All right. So here we've got a few, and you'll see the pattern it makes. You'll have a bit of a V in the front, and then the V on top looks just like the chain stitch. So that's going to be the top of any stitch is going to have this V shape. So we're going to work all the way across, then I'll show you how to turn. Okay, so here we have our whole row of stitches. It's going to be 18 stitches across because remember that first stitch was just to go up so to get to this row. And that's your single crochet. So when you get to the end of a row and then you want to turn around and go back the other direction. So you have to do that 1 single crochet to move up a row, right? Do that 1 chain stitch to move up a row. Same chain stitch as we used before. And then you turn around like that. That's all. You just turn your work. So in a pattern, you'll see at the end of a row, it'll say chain 1 and turn. That's what we just did there. Chain 1, I'll show you. Chain 1, so yarn over, pull through, and turn. And now we're ready to keep going. So you'll see we have these V's at the top. So you just insert underneath those 2 loops of the V. Again, I always like to have 2 strands underneath just for security so it doesn't stretch. And then you just single crochet again. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through the 2 loops. Then we work all the way back. there we go. That's two rows of single crochet. So you see with where the V is, that's the front. And then where you have sort of a pie, like the Greek letter pi, you've got two legs and then a bit across the top. That's the back of a single crochet, and the front's the V. So whenever you work like this flat, it's called working flat because, you know, you go back and forth and you just create like a square, right? You're going to see every other row is going to look front or back, right? If you're working the round, everything will be the front side or the back side. And it'll be the same. But here you have every other row. So this is the first side, right? So we have the V's on the bottom and the pie shape on the top. So you just go back and forth. And that is single crochet. Pretty basic. It's a nice short and compact stitch. Not too stretchy. And then in the next episode, we're going to show you a new, slightly more complicated stitch, but not too hard. We're going to do double crochet next week. So I'll see you then. Have a good one.